A very happy morning to all of you kids. How are you all? Hope you all are safe and happy. Students, today we are going to start with a new chapter, that is separation of substances. So separation of substances, what does the name of chapter indicates? It just indicates that how we can separate substances from their mixture. कि अगर आपने एक से ज़्यादा चीज़ों को मिक्स किया होता है तो उसमें से आप उनको अलग अलग कैसे कर सकते हो, राइट? सो इन आवर डेली लाइफ वी डील विद मैनी प्रोसेसेस वेयर वी परफॉर्म सेपरेशन प्रोसेसेस. When I tell you these processes, you will say, yes, ma'am, we have seen these. Like, have you ever seen your mother separating tea from the tea leaves by sieving? Then separation of small stones from the rice or pulses. Then separating butter from the milk. So all these are the separation processes? Yes. Now we need to separate things from one another because all the substances can exist in the nature in two forms. One is the pure form and other is the mixture. Pure form when any substance exists alone, okay, with no impurity in it. And mixture when there are two types of, when we have more than one substance mixed with each other in some fixed or in random proportion. Okay, now in mixture we have two types of the mixtures, homogeneous and heterogeneous. Homogeneous mixtures are the mixtures whose components, they just get dissolved in each other properly. Means you can't identify between the components. Like air. Air is the mixture of many gases, but can you just point out that this is the oxygen molecule, this is the nitrogen molecule? No. Milk, it is also a mixture, but can you identify water in the milk? No. Water is the mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It has many microorganisms in it, but can you see those? No. So all these are homogeneous mixtures. Then we have heterogeneous mixtures also. Heterogeneous means whose components we can see easily, okay, whose components do not get mixed in each other properly, like sand and water, chalk and water. Then you can identify that yes, this is the chalk, these are the chalk particles and this is the water, right? So we have the substances existing in the nature in pure and mixture form. If they are existing in the pure form, then we need not to separate them. But if they are existing in the mixture form, then we need to separate them. Now, what are the properties of a mixture? एक mixture की क्या properties होती है? Components of a mixture retain their individual properties. Like, if you have dissolved chalk in water, then chalk remains the chalk and water remains the water. Means एक मिक्सचर के जो कंपोनेंट्स होते हैं उनकी खुद की जो इंडिविजुअलिटी होती है, जो उनकी खुद की प्रॉपर्टीज़ होती हैं, वो रहती हैं. द कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट ऑफ अ मिक्सचर कैन बी इन एनी रेशियो. मीन्स ये भी हो सकता है कि आपने ग्लास में 1 चम्मच शुगर डाला हो, या आपने 2 चम्मच शुगर डाले हो, या रेंडमली आपने ऐसे ही शुगर डाल दी हो उसमें. तो जो मिक्सचर के कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंट्स हैं वो आपने किसी डेफिनेट रेशियो में भी डाले हो सकते हैं और इनडेफिनेट में भी डाले हो सकते हैं. देन सेपरेशन जो है कैन बी डन बाय डिफरेंट मेथड्स एंड दोज मेथड्स डिपेंड ऑन द टाइप ऑफ कंपोनेंट्स दैट व्हाट डू वी हैव. ओके, देन if the substances are existing in the mixture form, then why we are separating them? We are separating them to remove the undesirable impurities or the constituents which we don't need or which are harmful, or to obtain only the useful constituent. Like if I am having the stones in the pulses, do I need stones? No, I don't need them. They are not good for me. So that's why I used to just pick them up and separate them. To obtain pure substance. Yes, because we also want to have everything pure. So that's why we separate pure substance from impurities. Now, as I have told you in the properties of the mixture, that separation can be done by different methods depending on the type of component of the mixture. Now, let us do those. Now, method of separation, as I told you, depends on the type of component. Like if I want to separate a solid from a solid, okay, Then how can I do it? I can do it by threshing, by winnowing, or by hand picking, or by sieving, or if I have any magnetic substance like any metallic impurity or metallic substance which I need to separate from the impurities, then I can use magnetic separation also. Okay, what is threshing, students? Threshing is the process which is used after harvesting a crop by which the grains are separated from the stalks. ओके जो ग्रेन्स होते हैं उनको उनके छिलकों से जो अलग करने का प्रोसेस होता है वो होता है थ्रेशिंग. एंड देन विनोइंग क्या होता है? विनोइंग होता है सेपरेटिंग द लाइटर इम्प्योरिटीज़ विद द हेल्प ऑफ विंड और फैन. जो लाइटर इम्प्योरिटीज़ होती हैं वो थोड़ी दूर गिर जाती हैं और जो हैवियर पार्टिकल्स होते हैं वो वहीं गिर जाते हैं. देन हैंड पिकिंग इज सिंपली पिकिंग अप विद हैंड एंड देन सेपरेटिंग इट. सीविंग मीन्स छानना, जैसे घर पे भी जब हम चाय छानते हैं या आटा छानते हैं, सो दैट इज़ योर सीविंग. So these processes are used to separate solids from solids. Okay. Now, if I want to separate a solid from a liquid, now it depends whether that particular solid is soluble or not. Like if I am having sugar in water, then sugar gets dissolved in water, so it is soluble. And if I take sand in water, that is also solid in liquid, but sand doesn't get dissolved in water. So there are two cases. If I have soluble solids in water, in liquid, then the process may be evaporation and condensation. Like evaporation में क्या होगा? जो आपका liquid है that will get evaporated and those waters they will be collected and will be cooled, that is they will get condensed to form liquid again. So in this way I can separate the liquid and the solid. Solid will remain in the beaker only. Okay, and then insoluble impurities के लिए I have sedimentation and decantation. What is sedimentation and decantation? Yes, means allow the solution to settle down, and then when the solid particles which are not soluble they just settle down, we can pour the clear liquid into the another vessel. Okay, then filtration, that is simple by using the filter paper. And then loading. Loading is another process. Like if we have the impurities which are much smaller in the size, then loading just increase the size of the impurities and then we can separate those impurities. Like जो impurities छोटी होती है, sometimes they do not settle down, they do not undergo sedimentation, but loading helps to do the sedimentation. Okay, loading just increases the weight of the impurities. Fine. So these were the methods to separate a solid from a liquid. One, if the solid is soluble, and another when the solid is insoluble. Then we need to separate liquids from liquids. Now if we need to separate liquid from liquid, that also depends that whether the both of the liquids they can easily mix in each other or they can't. If they can mix in each other, we say that they are miscible liquids, and if they can't mix in each other, we say that they are immiscible liquids. Now, if we have two miscible liquids, then all the liquids have different boiling point. Okay, if you have any of the two liquids, whether they are miscible or not, they will be having the different boiling point. Okay, so for miscible liquids, we use the process of distillation, which just depends on the phenomena that the two liquids will be having the different boiling point. So the liquid with a lower boiling point will boil first or will form the vapors first, and those vapors can be collected and condensed to form the liquid, and the other liquid having the higher boiling point will remain in the vessel only. See students, this is the apparatus used for distillation. Like here we have taken the solution, okay, and here is a thermometer fitted at the upper end. This is the condensing pipe, okay, and here there is an external pipe, this smaller one, and ये जो है ये यहाँ से pipe लगी होती है. This is through which the cool water or the cold water it just passed on. Now what happens when we heat the solution, the vapors are formed. So we can see from the thermometer that what is the temperature, and accordingly we will see that which liquids vapors are these, because the boiling point of a liquid is fixed. So we can check the temperature from the thermometer and we can diagnose that vapors are of which liquid. Then these vapors are allowed to pass through this condensing pipe. This pipe is known as condensing pipe because the water is passing through the outer one. So the vapors they get cooled and get condensed and get converted into liquid and are collected in this beaker. Okay, then the other liquid with a higher boiling point will remain in this flask. Fine students. So this is the process of distillation. Now, if we have two immiscible liquids, like previously for the distillation, we are using for miscible liquids. If we have two immiscible liquids, then we use this process, that is separating funnel. This is the separating funnel, and here we are separating the mixture of oil and water. So you can see a different layers of oil and water, they get formed, and then we can collect the one component, both of the components one by one. Okay, so this funnel, it is a special funnel which works on the principle of pressure and density. Okay, and it is used to separate the liquids or the solutions containing two immiscible liquids. Okay, students, I hope that you have understood the concept of separation of different components. Fine. Thank you. Have a nice day.